Hi to my lovely people. So today I'm going to be talking more about how to not go insane during your COVID-19 quarantine. So my name is Jody, founder of Healing Journey. You can find more information at www.healingjourneyservices.com. I work with women who want to crush anxiety, and I offer alternative approaches to anxiety, so both health and mental health approaches. So today's super important topic because we're into, at least in North America, a few weeks into the quarantine. And this is when, the newness of it all and kind of the fun of being, if you want to call it fun, of being locked away at home is kind of wearing out. And so you're going to want some tips and ways to manage. So today I'm going to talk about that. Okay, so one of the things you want to do is you want to make a routine and make sure that you're sticking to this routine. So this is really going to help. I know kids really love structure, but as adults, we also like structure as well. So create something, even if it's just a couple of things during your day that are routine. And so it doesn't feel like Blur's Day for you, so that there's something consistent. So that can be really, really helpful. You also want to dress up a little bit, at least a couple of times a week. Personally, I like putting on nice tops. Sometimes I know my mood feels better when I dress better. And so it can be really nice, even if you're not leaving your house, to wear something nice. Get out at least once a day if you're able to, depending on where you live and your quarantine rules. You may not be able to do this, but if you can get outside, even if it's just sitting on a balcony, that is really great. But if you can go outside and put your feet on the earth and ground, that is miles better. Nature is really, really healing. And so any stress of being caught up inside, you can address that by going outside. That being said, if you're stuck inside all the time and it's warm enough, open up your windows. Indoor air is actually kind of toxic. It's 3 to 4 times more toxic than outdoor air is. I think it's actually 4 to 5 times more toxic than outdoor air. And so definitely make sure that if you're stuck inside, you're either have a really good filtration system for your air or you're getting outside. Make sure on the same lines that you're moving each day. So I do free yoga. You can check out my Facebook page. I have a free yoga course that I'm offering right now. There's free yoga everywhere. Go online and see Yoga with Adrienne as well. But just make sure you're moving to some extent. Turn on your music and dance. Reach out to others. So this can mean setting up Skype dates, FaceTime. I know I've talked to people online this week that I don't normally. I talked to my friends' kids about living in a different city, and they asked me interview questions. It was kind of really fun. So try and engage with people maybe that you haven't talked to in a long time. This is a great opportunity to do that. Today, earlier on, I took a picture of somebody, like this line of cars at McDonald's. So if you're trying to boost your immune system, going to shitty fast food restaurants like McDonald's is not the way to do it. So make sure that you're staying hydrated enough that your drinking water routine might be off, salt your water, and make sure that you're eating healthy. You can develop something called a self-care toolkit. And this can be different things that are comforting for you. For me, it's an Epsom salt bath that I like to do. Could be a blanket. It could be comforting music. It could be a bunch of different things that you're doing. Maybe it's a meditation that you like to do, a recording you like to listen to. Make sure that you have a space in your house, especially if you have young kids or other adults that you're living with, or a partner that you're living with. That's kind of your space so that you can go and retreat to this space when you need to. This is a big one. Lower the expectations on yourself. Give yourself permission to feel, to have that anxiety, to go through all of the weird and wacky emotions. This is very unprecedented. So give yourself permission to do this. And you also want to limit your social media. And I know Facebook is just becoming super stressful. I had a conversation with somebody the other day about this. Instagram can be stressful, and the news definitely is stressful. So don't sit on it all day long, because you're just going to work yourself up into a stress. Trust me, I did this. Also, I think a lot of people are doing this. They're doing a great job of finding silver lining in your situation. This is a big one, especially if you have anxiety. So find something you can control and control the heck out of it. So you want to, anxiety can go up when it feels like things are out of our control. And there's a lot about this situation that's obviously out of our control, including the end date, including people that get sick around us. Whew, that light just got really bright. Lots of things can happen that are out of our control. And so one of the ways to manage your anxiety is to actually find some things that you can control, that's within your control, that's healthy to control. Like, don't go controlling other people. It's not recommended. But try and do that. And then also you can find long-term projects to dive into. So this could be things that you're procrastinating from, but I kind of recommend just like finding something that your soul is being drawn to. So for me, I'm painting my table with chalk paint. But for you, it could be something totally different. Maybe it's learning how to knit. Maybe it's something that's like seems exciting for you to try and do. So definitely do that. And try to do something artistic, or maybe it's scrapbooking, or it's a whole bunch of other things. You can also always reach out to professionals. I know I offer online secure therapy sessions for people, but maybe you have a therapist that you can also reach out to. But definitely, if you're feeling like you need professional help, do that. And then chunk your time. So, if you have like morning chunks, kind of like you're at school, morning, maybe a couple of chunks of things that you're going to do in the morning, and then the afternoon is like that. Same idea. So that you're not like wandering randomly and aimlessly through the day. That's going to kind of help make things feel a little bit more structured, and that structure is going to provide calmness. The other thing you can do is just remind yourself that this is not going to last forever. I know it feels like that. I was thinking about that the other day, but it's not going to last forever. So this is not the way that your rest of your life is going to be. It's temporary, and that's really, really, really important to remember. So I hope that some of these ideas have really helped you to not feel like you're going to go insane during your quarantine. If you have any questions or comments, you can message them below. I'd love to hear from you on how you're doing.